Welcome back to the garage. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're working on 50cc quad, and it is a wiring nightmare. That's electrical tape and a bungee cord that was holding up the muffler. Back bar is bent down, and it's just a wiring nightmare. I pulled the plastic cover off the front here, got this one sitting right there, going through on doing all the wiring. The yellow is running all the lights. I see multiple wires down in here that are broken, and this one here was connected to a red wire and rubbing on stuff, and it's jank. So I'm about to pull the body off and go through the wiring. In order to do that, I have to remove all that electrical tape that reached all the way around over to here. And once I get it all off, I should be able to unhook a few wires holding it on still, and then bring you guys back. So give me just a second. Alright, body's all off. Big old wiring nightmare. I'm gonna go through and clean it all up. Probably make it where I can still use this taco switch, possibly. But it's gonna be a lot cleaner when I'm done with it. Now over here to the bike. I noticed this here was all the way in here, so I'm gonna be fixing that. If not, I got a set of dirt bike handlebars off a old Yamaha, I think. Looks like the throttle should work for this. I'm gonna have to figure out how to bend this back up, make that look better. I got this here, and this here for a ground wire. This red wire actually holds the battery in place with a bungee cord. Purple is their ground. And then over here, got the starter relay, or solenoid I mean. And they cut the regular wires off where the connector is, and just put two wires to jump the solenoid. Let me see what alright guys, so this is the ground. So let's make sure the bike's grounded out. And then I took these two wires from the solenoid. Let's make sure nothing's touching the frame. Alright, so currently there's no power, because this is how they were starting the bike. We'll just tie this ground to that. That might help. Let's see. Alright, so it cranks over. Now we're gonna take and delete this, replace this solenoid with a push button, and then the carb was recently replaced, but don't know how well you guys can see, but down in here you can see daylight, and that's not good. So we're gonna pull that carburetor off there and get it all figured out. Camera don't want to focus. Alright, I'm gonna get back to work. I have a little bit of wiring over there for a quad with a push button, and I'm gonna start with this here and work my way down through the bike. So I'll bring you guys back here in a second. Alright, so I've done quite a few things. I got the carburetor off and back on. There's no gaps in between at the bottom now. Got the throttle all hooked up and figured out. There's still a little bit of slack in it, but I think that'll be fine. So now I am working on the wiring. Start with the 4-prong or 5-prong CDI. Black and white's your kill. Then you got your ignition and pickup. Well, blue and white's ignition pickup. Red and blue on this one is gonna be the power. And And down here, can't remember what this is. I think it's the rectifier. I'm not sure. For some reason mine's yellow and purple. So they're going over into the main harness coming out of the engine. So we have yellow and purple with the red and blue and the white and blue going into the engine. I still have a ground over here I have to tie in to this one here. This is the way I'm going to run it. I'm going to tape it all off, make it nice and clean and tucked. So this one here I still have to make longer for my kill switch wire depending on how I run that. So now to figure out where the solenoid ties in, what these two wires do, this green one and this red one. Green one probably ties in as a ground like usual. So to find out where that red wire goes, on this wiring harness here, I have, that was laying around, I can see coming off the solenoid going into this rectifier box is a yellow wire. So I'm wondering if this yellow wire is going to the correct spot or not. So I'm about to get on Google, check, and I'll be back in a second to let you guys know. Sorry about the fan, it's hot in here today, but we got the wiring harness where purple is the ground because that's what was already ran. This kind of long wire is for the battery to the starter solenoid. Running up through here is a kill switch wire and the fuse link. Down here we took and recycled this old power switch. And then we have the actual kill switch here. When we turn this on, we're going to hit the electric start, turn it off. Electric start don't work anymore. That way you can save on the battery and I don't accidentally hit it when I'm riding. Around front, I got the CDI resting right here. I can't speak. Got the rectifier here, zip tied. Wiring all tucked up out of place on this side. Starter solenoids there. Pretty cleaned up, I feel like. I'm satisfied with it for now. Got the throttle fixed. Got the carb fixed. Got the muffler mounted with the muffler strap. So now all I gotta do is put the body on, and I'm gonna do that off camera and go take it for a ride because my son's been bugging me for a couple hours. So gotta air the tire before I can do that, but I'll take it for a test drive and bring you guys back. No wonder it don't want to kick around. It's out of gas. Well, that's sad. thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Here's the carnage of the yard. Looking like a track.